Hey guys, Joffo back here again, ready to play our tutorial mission for the wonderful new game I received on Kickstarter this week, Massive Darkness. We've got an entire game all set up here, ready to go. If you watched the previous video, you'll see that there is an unboxing as well as a setup mission. And we set up for this mission, so we're going to tilt that camera, we're going to get going, and here we go. So the first thing that we got to do, we got to decide on some movement actions, some other actions that we want to take care of. The first things first is it's the hero phase. Now, this is what in my group we call the idiot marker, also known in the more common tongue, the first player marker. Since I'm the only player, I'm always the first player. Go me. So, my objective for this mission is to get to this token and eventually get to this token. Things will come and attack me and want to kill me. Let's hope not too badly. Now, one of the things that should be noted, this game is called Massive Darkness, and this game does deal a lot with the dark and light that is on the tiles. It's pretty simple. Anywhere you see darkness, it's a dark tile or shadow. Anywhere you see light, it is a light tile, or the light is available, or any other form of word like that. Just so that we're aware. So, the first thing that we've got here, we're in level 1. We need to get into here, and we need to open this up, and we need to, let's call rescue that piece. So the first thing, you get 3 actions in a turn. I think I'm going to spend action number 1 to create a movement action. I get normally 2 points of movement, but because we're Whisper, her special skill, Swift, plus 1 movement point per movement action. Now, you can move individual spaces, but as you see here, we have tokens on the board. Those tokens, of course, are closed doors, but you can spend, there is one caveat, you can spend 1 point of movement to open those doors. So I'm going to create a movement action. I'm going to move 1. I'm going to spend 1 of my movement points to move 2. So now what we do here, take these, make sure that they're shuffled up, just in case they weren't. We flip 1 over, and this determines what has come to kick our butt. So, spawn a guard card in the active heroes zone. So, a guy is going to ambush me right here. As soon as I open the door, he came charging through. And then it's going to add 1 special treasure here. Then it's going to add, what is that? 2 regular treasures there. And we're going to spawn a guard card here with 2 more regular treasures. So the first thing we do, let's get these treasure chests out of the way. Got 1 treasure there. We got 2 treasures there. And we've got 2 treasures there. So the next thing we get to do, we get to spawn a guard card because we are on level 1, or we're in level 1 of the dungeon. We're going to take a guard card number 1. Spawn. We've got some Goblin Warriors. Now, Goblin Warriors, these are mobs. Mobs are always a 1 boss followed by 1 times the number of players in minions. So we're going to get 1 boss monster, and then we're going to get 1 minion. So, let's see if we can find this guy. Alright, had to look that up. Misplaced that one. So we're going to have 1 Goblin Warrior boss and 1 Goblin Warrior minion. They're going to spawn on my space. So we're just going to put that card right there. If we continue reading down our card, it says in spaces 1, 2, and 3 we get affected. And in space 3 we're getting another guard card. So we have an Orc Flayer. And we have a, so that's also a mob, as you can see. And it looks like I'm going to get 2 more bosses. This is really going to kick my butt here, guys. I think we're going to be in a lot of trouble. Although, if you look, old Joffo ended up on a dark space. So maybe we're not going to die so fast. We'll see. We're going to take that. Alright, we found our miniatures. We've got a Flare minion. He's going to go in that space right there. And his boss, he's going to go right there. Now, I'm not too worried about these goblins, because if we take a look here at their card, if you see that number next to the heart, they take 1 point of damage. So a single hit, and they die. I am worried, however, about these orcs, because these orcs, they take 3 points of damage. 3 points of damage is going to be a lot. I'm only rolling a single yellow die that has 2 hits on it. It's not good. So, we got that, we got that. So that's what we've got there. Went and looked a couple of things up. The one thing that I did forget to do is for each one of these bosses, they are considered guardians. Guardians get a special thing. They get 1 piece of treasure that they can use its benefits against me and make my life a lot harder, as it were. So we're going to move this around. We're going to create our discard pile of ouch. So, for the Goblin Warriors, they are getting Gnomish Gold Sack, an item. This counts as 2 equipment cards when used as part of... Alright, so cool. It doesn't do much for them, and it's a benefit that I am for me. But they do gain the benefits from it, which is none. Now let's see how bad these Orc Flayers are going to be. Whew. This is a brand new deck. Let's shuffle this up a little bit more, huh? Let's make this challenging for old Jaffo. See if he can die quickly for us. You guys don't want to watch me win, you want to watch me lose horribly. You want to see how mean and nasty this game is. Show you that I am shuffling, so I'm not cheating or anything. I'm not stacking the deck. And here we go. We'll take 1 cut there. And we got... Oh, you saw me shuffle it a second time, so we do have Gnomish Gold. Luckily, that's going to make the Orc Flares not as devastating. However, quickly looking through here, down at the bottom of the stack, had they pulled this Battle Axe, it is a melee weapon. Since they have melee skill on their card, which is labeled right there, they throw 1 red die. Since they had that, oops, too close to the camera there, kids. They would have gotten to add that ability, and they also would have gotten, if they can roll a BAM, which is the explosion symbol on a die, the defender gets attack -1 yellow die for his counterattack. So that could have been really nasty, but we didn't get that, so we don't got to worry about it. So, we do have movement points left, however we have new friends have come to say hi to us. Now, regretting not taking that mace at this point. Probably should have taken the mace, because I think it could have done some really nasty damage there, but I didn't think I was going to get ambushed in this square. Oh well, live and learn, right? So here's how we're going to figure out how we're going to take a combat action. You're going to look at mine, right there. It lists we get 1 yellow die. And then we also look at theirs to see if they have any defensive dice. Get that to focus, and we see that they have 2. Now, if you remember before, in Shadow, defenders get 1 less defense. So we're going to roll 2 blue dice and 1 yellow die and see what happens. Now, I immediately block one of those shields because of my Whisper ability. However, their defense blocks my sword attack. So that was action number 2. Action number 3. I think we're going to try that again, because if we don't get rid of all those guys, it's going to be really, really nasty. So I think we're going to try stabbing again. We're going to do this same dice roll one more time. Now there we go. We got 1 yellow die, 0, and 0. So 1 hit causes 1 wound on the minion. The minion only has 1 wound, so the minion dies. However, that boss man is still there. Now, the thing to notate with the boss monsters, or the bosses of mobs, the bosses cannot be infected or affected until all of the minions are dead. This may be circumnavigated by some of the abilities that you may gain throughout the game, special abilities from your cards and all that. For killing a basic minion, though, we gain 1 XP. If we were playing story mode, that would actually transmute to 1 micro XP, and as soon as you get 5 micro XP, it becomes 1 full XP. What we can spend that XP on, if you look here, we have our signature ability. Spend 1 XP to make 1 free movement action. Because I have somebody in my spaces, I, however, cannot move. So that is all I've got, which means it is the end of my turn. Part of my punishment, however, because I attacked them and they did not die, they get an attack back against me. So looking at their combat sheet, we've got 2 yellow dice, and my armor provides 1 blue. So 1 blue for me and 2 yellow dice for them. Got a feeling old Jaffa is going down real quick, guys. Especially when I do this. I roll a blank, and they roll 1, 2, 3. Luckily, they have no use for that BAM, but good old Jaffa. We're going to move that down. 1, 2, 3. We're down to 2 health. It's not looking good for us, kids. Not looking good for us. So that's the end of the player phase. Now we go to the movement phase. We can activate these cards in any order we choose. Just because we want to, we'll activate the Orc Flayers. The first thing they do is they attack the area they're in if there is a monster in their space. In their considerations, I am a monster or enemy. There's no enemy there, so they will move 1 space towards the nearest hero. They will now attack a second time if there is anybody in their space, being that these guys are melee based. Once again, there's nobody in their space, so they will go ahead and move 1 more space. They do not attack anybody if they end up in their space, so I am free from that round. Now, we go to the Goblin Warriors, and I need to look up 1 quick rules question for myself, and I'll be right. Alright, we are right back. I just wanted to double check to see if I got a counterattack, which I do not. No counterattack for me. So he's going to swing at me, and I'm going to take all the punishment. And we might get to look up the rules on what happens when you die. So here we go. Rolling 2 dice and 1 blue. Oh, crap. Well, as you can see, old Jaffo's high-strung luck is just run out. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. -1 gives me 3 damage. As we saw here, only can take 2. So I will pause this real quick as we see what happens when I die. Alright, so now that we figured that one out, take my miniature, we lie it down on its backside. We finish out the turn, and we go from there. I'm at 0 health right now, so sucks to be me. At the end of the round, I will spend 1 of our Lifebringer tokens, and we will come back to life. Try as we may to do more. This is not looking good, old guys. Joel Jaffa is going to be dead before too long. A single thief in a dungeon, probably not the greatest thing to have happen. But anyway, we continue. So the next phase is the experience phase. The experience phase, of course, is where we're going to go and level up our character and make our character stronger and much more powerful. However, yeah, I gotta have experience to do that. And to get experience, I have to kill monsters and not die. So with that being said, we continue. So no experience phase. We move on to phase 4 of this. Phase 4 is the event phase. This lovely little deck over here. This is going to start making our life even more difficult. Maybe a little bit better. I don't know. Let's find out. Aw, crap. Forward patrol. Spawn a guard card. Place the enemy in a zone with the token of the current level +1. Current level if level +1 is not present. Place the enemy in a zone with the current token. A zone with the current token of the current level +1. So we're going to push spawn a level 1 mob in there. So we're going to get Dwarf Warriors. These guys have 2 health. And 1 more dude spawns. So we're just going to quickly verify what the Dwarf Warrior boss looks like. He is that ugly guy. So we're going to grab him. We got this pretty little man. And what is the Warriors? That's the hammer guys. They're coming to hammer me. Alright guys, this is really starting to look really bad for me. We might be looking at a complete party wipe. Hey, what a surprise. This is a dude. These guys are guardians. They gain lesser healing potions. So nothing to help me here. We spawn them, where does it say? Place the encounter in a zone with the token of the current level +1. So we can place them anywhere in here. You know what? Jaffo needs to help himself out here. So we need to put these guys here so they stay away from us for a little while. We're going to make some more room here. I don't think we're going to last for much longer. We go to the 5th and final phase, which is the end phase. For now, I don't have any abilities at end phase. Normally, our first player marker would pass to another player, so look at that. It's back to old Jaffo. Time for him to go. At the end of the phase, we also are going to spend 1 of our tokens off of our life bringer right there. And let's get back into it. We pop back up, we resurrect, and time to go to town. Let's see if we can get anything done here. Well, they've got a defense of 2 blue. I've got 1 yellow. Let's attack. Of course, womp womp, we missed because they rolled 2 blanks as well. So, let's see if we can get a second failure. There we go. However, watch this. They've got 2 shields. I get to knock it down to 1 shield and a bam. And that blocks my last sword. We're going to try one more time. I cannot catch a break. Do you guys see this? You kids see this? Look at this. Look at this. 2 blocks and a miss, or and a hit. My ability absorbs 1 of those, but that die right there, that stops me from going. That's 3 tries, guys. Here comes a dead Jaffo. We're going to have Goblin Warrior. He's going to stand there. He's going to swing. It's going to be 2 yellow and 1 blue. Oh, even better. He gets a counterattack before that. So I block 1, but he still hits me for 1. So we go to full health for resurrecting. Drop down to 4 health now. Now his turn. We switch to the enemy phase. This is going to get really nasty. We're going to have the Goblin Warrior attack. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Do you see this? Do you see what I'm doing? I cannot roll good for me. That's 2 hits and a bam. 1 hit and 1 defense. Well, that defense is going to take that, but those 2 hits are still going to stay, dropping me back down to that lovely 2 health. I need to look up stacking rules and see how many of these wonderful monsters can kill the crap out of me before I get to die. Alright, after further investigation, it looks like there's no limitation, so we're on to the next squad here. That's the Orc Flayers. They're going to swing. Nothing there to hit, but they're going to move. And they're going to see me. So we're going to look at the Orc Flayers. They get 1 red die versus my 1 blue die. I roll a miss. They roll 2 hits. Hey, look at that. We've got another dead Jaffo. Needless to say, this game is actually quite enjoyable. I really do like it. However, I am not rolling my greatest, and it's showing very quickly on here. So we move. No experience to spend because we haven't earned any because we died. We can go here. Forward patrol. Ah, crap. This is the problem when you have brand new decks of cards. They're not shuffled real well. So we got 2 more. We got another squad of those guys popped up. So we got another one like that. And, I don't know. We'll use the boss for the other dwarfs because why not? We'll put them over here for now. And they're going to get a piece of treasure to come kill me with. Luckily, they got a life healing potion. Nothing super good for them, so we're okay. End of the round. Token passes back to me. We use our last life token. We stand up. Guys, it's not looking good. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start... shoot. My ability doesn't work real well. If... it doesn't work real well. So we're going to just attack that Goblin King. Oh my gosh. 1 miss. 1 defense. 1 sword. Remember, my ability eats that first defense. So I hit him. Boom! We killed the Goblin. For that, for it being a boss, we get 3 experience. In fact, if there were multiple of us, we'd all get 3 experience. This guy goes away. I get this piece of treasure. Wow, then. We got 2 more guys in our space before we can move. So I guess we're going to take that die. And if you look, orcs have a lot of hit points, but they got no defense. So we're just going to start wailing on them. Take attack number 2. We hit them for 1. So we'll take one of our universal heart tokens and we'll put it on that guy there. We'll take last attack, looking for 2. We did not get 2. He's got 2. They've got 3. This is going to hurt me later. They're going to get a counterattack. 1 red die, 1 blue die. Worked out pretty good in my favor for once. We take 1 point of damage. And we end our turn. Enemy phase goes. The enemies are going to go. They're going to roll this again. Of course they did. 2 hits. And no dodges. 1, 2. Well, that's that. We flip another enemy card. Rear Patrol. Spawn a guard card. Place the enemy in a zone with the token of the current level -1, ignoring this card if we're at level 1. We're at level 1. We're still on level 1. We haven't been able to get past the second space of the game because we got ambushed. So we're going to stay where we are, and we're going to just kick these puppies. I'm going to kick them. All right? These are puppies, and we're going to kick them. We're going to spend our 1 yellow die. We're going to stab. Let's roll that die on the table so you guys can see. Oh, look at that. 2 and a bam. Now, here's the problem. This minion guy, he soaks all of the damage that I do. Doesn't matter if I do 1, which is a killing blow, or if I do 900, which is just an absorbent amount of damage. He absorbs it all. But if we can roll some luck like that again, we can maybe do some. Hey, look, we've got another experience point for killing a minion. We're getting up there, guys. We might survive this. We're just playing this on the hard mode. We just wanted you guys to see how hard this game could get. So we're going to go ahead and attack again. Of course we missed. And lucky third roll. Third roll says no. We're going to swap to the red and the blue for their counterattack. They get 1 hit. However, I dodged. I finally dodged and did what I was supposed to. I got out of the way of their hits. They're going to go again. Of course he whacks me super hard for 2 more hits. 1, 2, and that's it. That's it, guys. Old Jaffa has died a 3rd time. If we go and look, our Life-Bringer potion right there. We're missing some tokens. We're not coming back from this. So here's what happens. We do finish the round. Old Jaffa the Whisper is dead. We've got Shadow Blessings. Hero in Shadow Zones may heal 1. Now, as far as I'm aware, I'm dead. I cannot come back to life from a heal spell. That would have been nice about a turn ago. sitting in a shadow zone. We would be able to go to the XP phase. I would be able to look up some of these other things like safe shot or dual wielding, slippery attack. I couldn't use attack, but I could use shadow mode. My attack defender gets +1 or -1 that. So I could have actually sneak attacked with my shadow mode skill and made it so that those goblins were getting -3. That would have been interesting to do. When we go to the end phase, part of the end phase is pulling a token off this empty little card here. Unfortunately, it's empty. And that is it, guys. That is it. And now I know I forgot about these guys, but you know what? I really didn't need to see them. They can just stay locked in that room, scaring me when I open that door, if I ever open that door. So yeah, the objective was to get this token and take it to this door to get out. Well, as a light bringer, we're not very good. We did not bring the light. We did not save the people from the darkness. And that's it. That's what we got. If you guys want to see more of this, post in the comments down below, like and subscribe. Let me know what you think. If you want to see me start doing some painting videos and painting up these little dudes and giving them some color and some life so they look a little bit better than gray plastic, also put that in the comments down below. Just let me know what you want to see, what you didn't see. If I did anything wrong, please let me know. I think I read the rule book pretty well. I think I understood most of everything. And that's what we've got. This game is brutal, but I think it's awesome. And I can't wait to actually bring this to my player group that I game with and show them this game and show them how amazingly insane it was. See, I was looking to get past these guys and get this token. You know why this token? This token allows you to draw a treasure one higher than the level you're in. Look at that. Look at that. I could have put chainmail armor on. Chainmail armor. 2 blue. 2 blue. It would have saved me. But alas, I did not get that. And that's what we got for you guys. I hope you appreciated watching my death and demise. And if you want to see more of this, comment it down below and we'll keep playing. Maybe we'll start a whole new campaign. We can continue with Whisper the Failure. We can restart this and try again with something else or someone else. But for now, this has been Jaffo. You've been watching me fail at Massive Darkness. Thanks, and bye-bye.